So, yeah. So here, what is polymorphism? The object orientation, there are four things: abstraction, encapsulation, polymorphism, inheritance. Okay. So these are the four properties are available from your Python program. So what is each one? Try to understand. Polymorphism means poly means many. Morphe means changing. According to the value which is given to your function, it will work. If you are given one value, it will work accordingly. For example, if you say area, if you are given one side, it will work for the square. If you are given three sides, it will work for the triangle. You are taking different shapes, but the function is changing according to the values. So if you are giving more values, it will work according to that formula. Okay, so that is polymorphism. Overloading, you can have one function, you can inherit into another new functionality. So previously defined function you don't want, only new function you want, then that is called overriding. Parent-child relationships you can make with the objects. So parent is going to have some properties. Child is going to have new properties. So both compare. If you are having same name, then which one is going to execute? It is going to execute the child properties. That is called overriding. Okay. So this is another property of your object orientation. Your programming is going to work with not with the flower pipettes. You don't have to give the semicolons like in C language or C++ or in Java. You have to use only indentation. Indentation, you can have one space, you can have four spaces, or you can have one tab. You can define the tab space, how much you want. You want four spaces or you want eight spaces. That indentation is going to define the block. So within your main program, Python you started and you are writing some 10 lines. That 10 lines should have same spacing. You may give one space or you may give tab space. So that indentation tells that this is the one block. Clear? Indentation is most important thing that is going to give most of the time. If you are missing that one, then it will give the syntax error.
अभी मैं busy हूँ तो बाद में बात करेंगे.
So welcome will give one space or we can give it tag.
See, welcome Python is not an example. If you go for one x is equal to 10 you are given, name is equal to Pavan you are given. These two are you are defining. Okay. First one you are given one space, second one you are not given space. Both are not in one block. When you started a block, it should end. Okay, so both should be within the same block, means both should have one space. Okay. While doing, we'll get so that you can understand much more.
Means I have right and define X. I will start from beginning.
Yes.
It will be common. If I start from front, then it will be another.
Correct. So indentation is required whenever you are going to use the for loop, if loop, and while, and whenever you go for the module declarations, like functions you are going to write, when you are going to write classes. So all these places you need indentation blocks. Okay. So you can download Python from anywhere. You don't need to pay any license fees. It's freely available. For Windows, you need to download, but for Python, the Linux environment, you don't need to download anything. It is freely available. Within Linux, you will get it. Okay. So latest Ubuntu, if you take, then you will get latest version of Python. 2.7 is the latest version, and Python is having two flavors again. One is free demo version. 2.7 is stable version. So previously, Coupon added so many libraries which are under one and three version. They have made one uh, benchmark. From this three onwards, we don't use some points of functions. They declared some functions and they are doing on top of it. So that's why 3.1, 3.2, if you go there, that function doesn't work in 2.7. 2.7 function can work in 3. Okay, this is forward compatibility, backward compatibility, not there. Okay, so what is the
Okay.
dynamic typing? Why we are going to use this Python means it is going to have first time you are given x is equal to 10. Second time you are given x is equal to 55.5. It will accept. There is no errors. If you go for C language, it will give error. Integer value cannot change to float. You have to use some casting. The casting is not required when you are using
Saying
the
that you exist like but what value will take for 5?
first time you are given integer value. Second time you are giving float value. Normally, if you take
Yeah.
computer terminology, integer type is different, float type is different, double type is different, string is different type. So these types are changing. X is same, name is same, the value is changing. So when value is changing, dynamically it is changing. The value name is same. So it is going to have two things: name, value, pair. That's it. So it is changing the address, memory address within your RAM. It is changing. First time you are created x is equal to 10, that time it is allocated integer type data only. But next time, yes, if you are going to give Pavan, then it is created string of 5 characters, 6 characters. Number of bytes will be allocated. New memory will be allocated. Okay, but you don't get any error when you are using that. So same variable can be used multiple times. Built-in types are there. You have pi object that is a parent of all objects. P by O P L E C. Pi object. That is a parent of all Python objects. Okay. Library utilities are there. So there are, if you want to use some library, you just need to import that one into your program. Then you can use the library. You want to use some FTP, you want to send network messages, you can do, just import that library, you can do that. Okay, third party utilities, if you go for these are the examples: numeric, numpy, scipher. These are all different people develop their own models and added to your Python community. Okay, so they are not core Python, they are third party. Want you can get it. Some people made that one. They are keep on getting more hits. They will make it as a commercial package.
The script we will write in Python, the model will
Loaded
automatically
automatically.
it will
Yes, you need to download that one first and put into your Python library. Python once you are going to install, you are going to have in language is already there. Just find the path. There is the Python path. Just add to that one, then you will get that. Python is portable. Once you are writing a program in Windows, the same program will run in Linux. Same program. You don't need to change anything. Okay? That's why it is Python is a portable language. Python runs on virtual machine. That is called PVM. Python virtual machine. So whenever you are going to compile, run all these steps, it will automatically internally takes care and it will create PVM. One time your program is completely error free, it will create one PVM. Python virtual machine is going to create. Then it will execute. Once it's executed and used, you can use directly as interaction shell, or you can use execute the program. That is exe file. That is another way. You are going to call one Python program in another Python program. That will become the first program which you have compiled and executed. That will become library to second program. That time it will create PYC file will be created. Okay. That will be advantage because previously it is executed. All compilations are done. There is no need to check again. That's why start reusable program. Okay, so that we have. So Python can be linked components written in any other languages. I can use Java module in my Python. I can use Perl module in Python. I can use shell module or C module, C++ module into Python. So you can link to anyone. Go for some other language, it's very difficult. You need to set up some paths, then only it will work. Otherwise, it doesn't work. And Python internally have the C integral part of the Python. So you can use directly C functions in Python. So it is very easy to use. No intermediate compilation is there. Go for the C syntax. It will create .obj file in Linux environment. Then only it will go for the execution file .o file. O means output file. So two phases, two files will be created in C or C++. In Python, only one file. Okay. It is going to create bytecode. Java is going to have bytecode. After compilation, it is going to create bytecode. Same way, Python is also first time it is not having any errors and it will generate a bytecode. Okay, that can be reusable. It can be stored .dbc. Okay. Yeah, it is very easy to learn and syntax is pretty simple. If one person is written a program, another person can read it and understand. It's not a problem. Easy to grasp because its indentation is so neat. This block is belongs to this block is belongs to while loop. Like that, you can easily understand. If you go over C or Java, there is no indentation. Anybody can write anywhere. Zigzag lines. One person who wrote, only that person understand. So many complications in the programming structure. This Python is declaring, dictating the programmer follow this rule. Structure you have to follow, indentation you have to follow, then only it will work. Otherwise, it doesn't work. So installation of Python, you just go to the python.org downloads directory, then you can get that software for Windows. Okay. Latest version, I don't know. This last time I have last year I created this PPT. 4, right? 3.4.4. 3. So 3 above version don't go because it may change, it doesn't come back. So bottom one is fine. 2.7. Okay. Cool, that's fine. So if you want to use that one, then that is also fine. Yeah. So that is the versions. Whatever you want, you can check with your requirements. So Python is applied to real lot of revenue generating programs, which is the Google is making a lot of money. They are using various things, ads. They're using Python. Search that particular values. Python is having the highest capability data structures. Searching capability, best capability on hashing. So hashing is supported by Python built-in. You don't need to write any program. You go for C, you have to write all data structure algorithms. So here it is readily available. Okay, so that's why Intel, Cisco, HP, all these companies generally they are using on their hardware parts also because it is works like CLAN, allows to create drivers, libraries, drivers you can create with Python. And if you see Linux Anaconda, it's a server. It's completely built on Python. Server, web server, you can see, so that is completely built on Python. So there are several different businesses are using Python, and there are different web related also we have Python applications. Django, if you see, Python web. framework. You are going to say D Django, right? So D is the silent. So Django is a web framework that is
वेल सही डाला कणवीर ने.
used in Pinterest. No, okay. Okay. So there are different social media sites. There are 150 plus social media sites. Facebook is one of it. Like that, there are 50 sites are there. So out of that, read it and this one. Your YouTube is also put on Python.
Facebook only dot PHP.
PHP, yeah. Yeah, in searching and
In searching,
messaging,
searching means technique, the searching
yes,
process, the
they use it.
design of presentation is used on PHP.
They use different languages for searching. They are having some other language for making that records separately. That is another language. Like, again, it will comes to the data analytics. It's a data science, different part. So, what can I do with Python? Python can be used as a system program, and it is also used for the interpretation. And you can develop components. You can integrate different software components. Any database you can connect with the Python. Games, lot of Python games are there. Image processing is also possible. XML data, lot of rendering of the data you can do with the XML. And the robotics, they are using Python. So simple sample example. Right now, I am not started any editor now or any Python interpreter. I am just showing how the Python program will work. You just open a Python shell. After that one, you can just give the integer value like x is equal to some number minus something or plus something. Any calculator work you want to do, you can do that. Comments you have to give with the hash symbol. You can give inline comments like this. You can give multiple lines comments also. You can give comments with triple quotes to give multiple lines. Okay. So here string, double quotes, single quotes, both are allowed. Okay. So string y is equal to hello, that is a string. You are creating a text. Z is equal to 3.45. It's a float value. You can check the values, you can validate, you can do any calculations. Okay, so checking is very simple English. If so and so, there is no brackets, no square brackets, nothing. If you go for shell script, you have to use square brackets. If you go for C language, if you go for Java language, round brackets you have to use. It's a very difficult, where is opening, where is closing, confusing. And whenever you are going to say and or in shell scripting, you have to use double ampersand. Okay, so in C language, double ampersand. So here you don't need to worry about the symbols. Simple English, you can say R. Suppose you don't want to check not, you can use not word. You want to check something is not a value, it doesn't contain any value in the variable, none. None is a very simple keyword, right? So it's general English word, English like language. So these are the flexible variables, comfortable in the literals. That's why Python is so simple. Okay. So whenever you want to display something from the Python, you are going to use print. You want to get the values into your interpretation, input. Very simple. Okay. Input, output. In output, you are going to use print. So there are several formats whenever you want to print some value. You want to put one by one x comma y comma z, that is also allowed. If you want to give one string then afterwards number, it doesn't allow because string and integer, two different data types, that cannot be printed. You have to convert that number into string, then only you can print. So printing side, it is allows comma separated values, variables. It doesn't allow plus concatenation with a string. It doesn't allow. Okay. So this is, I think, basic things. So hope you have any questions. No questions. Okay. Okay. So I'll stop here. I think it is going too lengthy. So Nirmal, you have any questions? I just given the brief idea about the what is Python, how we can use the Python. Is there? Yeah. Nirmal, are you with me? Okay. Any other questions from your side? Okay. Okay, I will stop here and we'll resume back alternative days.
Yeah.
Okay. So tomorrow is Tuesday, day after tomorrow. Wednesday we'll start full fledged. So you should be ready with your systems.
Yes. Yeah.
And all software should be installed. Whatever you want, you might want Linux or you might want Windows based. If,
Mine is normal. How to?
yeah, you come down here, I will connect with my internet and you can download. It's not a problem.
Take 5 minutes.
Yeah, it doesn't take much time. It's a small size.
Software is small size.
Correct. Okay, we'll stop here. Thank you. We need to discuss with her about pizza. I am only teacher.